Hi, everybody. I'm not responsible if anybody gets hurt. It's just my opinion. Today, I'll be talking about what a lot of people think about is earthquakes, if any earthquakes are going to be happening in Massachusetts. So this is going to Massachusetts or United States. So we're going to look into earthquakes, if there's going to be any earthquakes around that's going to happen in 2024. A lot of people are worried about it, and also I'm going to do about her other ones in other part of the world too, if we have time. I try to do only 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes. So here we go. Here we go. Right, earthquakes. We gonna get any ones? Okay. First one's in California. Alright, earthquakes. Earthquakes. In California. I wish they all could be California girls. It says no, but upright it says good luck. It says we aren't, but it says reversed good luck, karma, life, destiny. This is the wheel of fortune. So yeah, life cycles, destiny, turning point, challenging, fate, upright, down, unpredictable. You never know with the weather being unpredictable, with earthquakes. So I don't know if we're going to have earthquakes because it can be unpredictable. You never know in the Wheel of Fortune that earthquakes can be unpredictable. And this one is the 10 of Swords. Upright, this would be painful endings. And this one, it says can't get worse. It can't get any worse. And only upside would, and people would be recovering from an earthquake, from the damage of an earthquake, from power outages, water interruption. Like I said, the power would go out. A lot of people wouldn't survive, I don't think. And this is a reverse. This is the cups. This is 3 of Cups in reverse. That's the water sign. And this one says overindulgence, heavy partying, individual independence, alone time. There's a crowd gossiping. I guess a lot of people would be partying, and there might be rioting and looting. During a earthquake, a lot of people will be like having parties, but a lot of people will not. A lot of people will be upset. I don't know why people would want to do that. I'll do more than that. In reverse, these are the two of Wands in reverse. It says leave to devils, no right choices, confusion, information overload. So people will be with overloading because of the earthquake. Though people will feel overwhelmed because of the power outages and the earthquake. Given once an earthquake happens, I've never been in an earthquake because Massachusetts, we don't have earthquakes, but there is the aftershocks, and they worry about aftershocks and the choices they're going to do after the earthquake. What are you going to do? Are you going to look for loved ones? Are you going to look for food, water, and stuff? People are going to have hard choices. And I'm going to put this one up right, and it says the moon. It says the moon in reverse. The moon in reverse. It says it's going to be release of fear, emotions, insecure, confusion, darkness, and insecure. People are going to be depressed and release of fears. They're going to try to be not, people will try not to be fearless during an earthquake or after an earthquake because it's not going to really do any good. A lot of people are going to freak out, and it's human nature to freak out after an earthquake, but after a while, after a few minutes, you have to have your wits, otherwise you'll get hurt and stuff. So I'm going to think, they say it's not going to be, we're not going to have one, but I'm going to look at my other cards and check. Hold on. It'll be a minute. All right, so I'm going to look at my other deck and sorry about that. I'm going to clarify two of the cards about more cards on this. Are we really not going to have an earthquake in Massachusetts? I'm going to clarify that. They say no, we're not really, but people are going to be worried if it does happen. So I'm going to clarify that with three more cards. Are we really not going to have an earthquake? I'm just not the best at shuffling. I'm moving some. I'm gonna do. Oh, I said two. I'll do three. Do. All right. This one says it's gonna be overwhelmed if we have an earthquake. Overwhelmed, insecure, exhaustion, giving up, and they feel overpowered. This way, it'd be the wands. That would be a challenge, but in reverse, it's going to be very overwhelming if we have an earthquake. It's the top one says we're not, but if we did, it'd be very overwhelming. People, would be upset. They would be insecure. They would be upset because of what is happening, and they wouldn't know what to do. A lot of people, I think since California, people in the past have known, they know to go underneath the tables and all that crap. And a lot of people would want to give up and say, oh, why even bother? The power's out. We're losing food, water, electricity, and stuff. A lot of people want to give up. That wouldn't be me, but conservative. Oh, this says yes, it might happen, and this is upright, the Knight of Pentacles. They say there's going to be some people who are going to be hard workers after an earthquake or before an earthquake. The people who are I forget what those people, the ones who do earthquake people. They're going to be hard workers. The people, the Red Cross are going to be hard workers. People who are preppers are going to be hard workers. People who right after are going to try to fix the power, fix the water, find people who, the military, when they can, they will try to find with dogs, find people who've been buried a lot, like they do, you see in other third world countries where they have sniffing dogs to find people, and they're going to try to help out where, like, the Red Cross might come in with water, food, blankets to help out the victims of an earthquake. And this one says, no, it might not happen. But people will feel, this is the air sign with the swords. They feel fearful, doubtful that there's going to be an earthquake, or if people will help them, they'll feel depressed. They feel like, why even bother? Feeling this way. They might feel victimized after an earthquake. They might feel shock, upsetness. They don't know what to do. They might feel like, like, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, it's me. They feel bad for themselves. They don't want to get out of a funk. They go into shock if there's an earthquake. So this is like, they think negative. They feel like they're the victims. Yeah. So there's an earthquake. A lot of people are gonna feel like they're the victims of an earthquake. So, All right. So they say we're not gonna have a giant earthquake, a big one, but they do think that people will feel like victims, and you know, But I'm gonna go and see if there's gonna be ones in Japan or China. Okay, here we go. Are we gonna have a giant? Will they have a earthquake in this year in Japan or China? This is the last one because I have things to do. So I'm gonna ask: are they gonna have a big earthquake in Japan or the Philippines or any Europe or any place like that? Please let me know. Remember, this is entertainment purposes, so who knows if it happens? Just be prepared. Get food, water, batteries. All right. This. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. They say no, but even though it says no, I always say you have to proceed with caution. It says upright, they regret and they feel this is the water. This is upright. This is 5 of cups. This person feels regret, failure, loss, grief. If there was an earthquake, they would feel loss. They would feel grief. In Japan or in other places, they would feel depressed. They wouldn't know what to do. If someone died, they would be depressed. You can't blame people. If you can't find your family members, you would be depressed. You see this person depressed, he's looking outside, he feels depressed. Here's one that says living in the past, forgiveness, lack. See, this is the cups in reverse. It says living in the past, forgiveness, lack of playful. So the thinking in the past, when there's an earthquake, they're probably thinking in the past about their family members and where they are, and they want to forgive the people what bad things happened, and who the people didn't get along, and they hope, they regret having falling outs with their family members, and they want to forgive. Some of people will want to forgive because if someone gets, dies in an earthquake or gets serious hurt, people will get depressed. So that kind of sucks. And here is the higher print. I'm probably saying it screwed up. Reverse is personal beliefs, freedom, going against the grain, foolish. So a lot of people will be a lot of people who are preppers will be, prepared for an earthquake in Japan or China or wherever. So that's good. These people going against the grain, they want to prepare. Some people will be generous with their food. The preppers who might give to other preppers, if there's any in Europe or Japan or anything, and they have a personal belief of helping others in Japan or China. If they have other food, they can help out other people, and they also have They also think it's foolish that people don't prepare or help other people. All right, and the last card, one of the last cards is this. This is the what was it? The wands. I think that's the 7 of wands. 10 of wands upright. It says there's going to be a burden during. I call it a shit hit in the fan. When with an earthquake happening, they feel it's a burden. They'll feel stressed because there's a lot of things they're going to have to do during an earthquake or after. You have to, hide and duck, or you get out of a building. You have to make sure once it stops, you look for your loved ones, your pets. Make sure there was food, water. If you're in your house, make sure the gas and everything is turned off. You have to look for loved ones who have been, missing. And like I said, look for food and water and make sure your power's turned off and you have a radio. So it's going to be a burden. A lot of people are going to be stressed out. Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of hard work once an earthquake passes. So, all right. And then I'm going to do a couple more. Upright, the page of, one more. The page of wands, upright. There's going to be, a lot of people will be inspired by this, and they feel limited potential because of the earthquake. So they say there's not going to be a huge one, but there might be one, and there's a lot of people will be depressed during the earthquake, and there'll be some people who will work together during the earthquake, which is a good idea after an earthquake, and they will, there's going to be a lot of work, because during an earthquake or after, you have to do a lot of work. Sorry, this was over my 15 minutes mark, but this is important. Don't forget to prepare if an earthquake happens during or after, and take care of yourself until my next tarot card reading or other stuff. Bye.